So coming off their win against number 13 North Carolina State last week, Tennessee is now ranked number 7 in the college football rankings, and this episode will be taken on number 11 in the Ole Miss Rebels, the reigning defending champions in the SEC. If you go back to last season, we took on Ole Miss in the SEC Championship game, and well, we lost. But now Matt Corral has headed on over to the NFL, so the new starting quarterback for the Ole Miss Rebels will be Kincaid Dent. Now the redshirt senior will get a shot against Arch Manning and Tennessee for the Volunteers, looking for some revenge here tonight as we travel to Mississippi to take on, of course, this Ole Miss squad. This will be the Rebels' first game of this brand new season. As for Tennessee, again, last week picking up a win in Atlanta, Georgia in a neutral site game against the NC State Wolfpack, trying to go 2-0 with a victory here and trying to improve their spot in the rankings right now. And this is just the beginning of a super tough schedule for Tennessee throughout this entire year. Next week, we'll have to take on Arkansas, which given isn't very tough of a game, but down the stretch, man, this is going to be a tough schedule for this Volunteer squad, and Ole Miss is just another name on the list. Trying to cross them off here tonight with a win, trying to get some get back from that SEC Championship game last year, of course, in Atlanta, Georgia. And folks, if you have not yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Tennessee Volunteers Dynasty mode here on the channel. Let's try for 50 likes in this video for Tennessee versus Arkansas later next week as we get things underway here from Oxford, Mississippi, number 7 Tennessee, and number 11, of course, the Ole Miss Rebels. Starting with the football will be Arch Manning and the Tennessee offense. Here they come on a 2nd and 10, manning up the gun. Dropping back on first play, he'll just dump it off to his running back in Jabari Small. The 98 overall running back has got a gain of 16 yards. It'll now be a 1st and 10 for Tennessee from the 35. Manning out the gun, looking to throw to his left, wide open. They leave Jimmy Callaway. All the attention, of course, centered around Jalen Hyatt, but Callaway can catch you off guard as well. Here on a 1st and 10, counter play to the left, going back to Jabari Small. Small to the outside, picks up yet another 1st down. Gives Small a gain of 11 on the ground right there on his first carry. 3rd and 5 now for Arch. Out the empty gun, looking again to throw, stepping up in the pocket, staying on his feet. Arch Manning's gonna go run for it, and he's got it. Arch Manning now picking up 11 yards on the ground, setting up for a 2nd and 6 for Tennessee, now within the red zone, and that ball's picked off. Arch Manning looking for Jimmy Callaway. Anthony Richardson going to try to make the tackle. Instead, it'll be Walker Merrill. But Ole Miss now going to take over, and here comes Kincaid Dent on a 2nd and 14, looking to get rid of the football to its right. Perfect ball. To the outside, it will be Jaden Jackson. Jackson for 19 yards, sets up for a 2nd 5 for Ole Miss. Dent now going to keep on a read option. He's got all this open turf ahead, and Kincaid Dent, 29 yards to the house. Who needs Matt Corral as Kincaid Dent gonna make it 7-0 for Ole Miss just like that. Tennessee getting the football back after this, and oh my goodness, Florida loses to FAU. Florida Atlantic goes on the road and they unseat number 2 Florida. Their quarterback went 8 for 26 passing, but FAU still wins. So the number 2 team in the country has gone down, and the top team in the SEC has lost. Let's see if Tennessee can now pick up their stuff now against Ole Miss, as Ron Jackson's going to pick up 27 yards right there on the corner out. 2nd and 3 for Manning, scrambling the outside. There is Ron Jackson again, the true sophomore, for the 1st down. Now 1st and 10 for Tennessee from the 40. Manning dropping back, scrambling to the outside. Arch maybe thinking of running. He will. Arch Manning to the outside, all that open field ahead. Give him a gain of 25 yards, getting Tennessee now down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Manning, looking to throw, stepping up, he breaks a tackle. Arch Manning still on his feet, looking to his left, he stops, now he'll run again. Arch Manning somehow finding a gain of 11. 1st and goal now for Tennessee. Here comes Manning, out the gun, it will be a read option. Will Arch keep? Yes, he will, and Arch Manning's gonna get in. Arch Manning scores the 1st touchdown of the game for Tennessee as they tie this one up now at 7 here on the road in Oxford. It will be 7-7 now with Ole Miss getting the football back from the 25-yard line. Dent going to hand it off to his running back in Kentrell Bullock, and Bullock up the middle. Huge lane ahead as Kentrell Bullock going to pick up 33 yards right there for the Rebels offense. It will be a 1st and 10 now, a 2nd and 10 from the 44. Dent dropping back to his left. He's got Bullock again. Bullock out the backfield, staying on his feet. Look at the truck. Bullock's got 12 yards right there for Ole Miss, as it's now a 1st and 10 with 1:19 left to go in the first quarter. Dent looking, he's gonna break off a sack, and he's not gonna go anywhere after that. Omari Thomas with his first sack of the ball game, gonna make it now a 2nd and 15 for Dent and Ole Miss. It's a handoff here on 2nd and 15 to Kentrell Bullock, and we just decide we don't want to tackle. Janico Slaughter, can we get him? We will. But Kentrell Bullock all the way now down at within the 10-yard line as we head into the second quarter. Ole Miss driving on this Tennessee defense, but we are all knotted up for now at 7. So here comes the 3rd and 4 for Ole Miss. Dent from under center, hands it off. Oh, Kentrell Bullock's going nowhere. Bailey is all over it. And Dominic Bailey with the huge tackle for a loss, going to force the Ole Miss kick team out of the field. Obviously, it's a chip shot field goal, so the Rebels will go up by 3, but a good stop for Tennessee considering the circumstances. It's 10-7 with Arch Manning getting the football back on a 3rd and 5. He's fighting for his life out here, taking a shot downfield. Oh my goodness! Arch Manning with a missile to Anderson Kobe. Kobe for 40 yards, and now Tennessee's in a field goal range just like that, but looking for more in a 3rd and 8. We go to Ron Jackson to the outside. The sophomore has got it. Ron Jackson really just has a lot of speed, and if he can catch, he'll be deadly, kind of like a Serial Grayson in the NFL, but here on a triple option, it's all Jabari Small. Jabari Small is going to run in for his first touchdown of the evening. Tennessee's going to go up by 4, 14-10. They've been so nasty with that triple option throughout this series, and Jabari Small is going to be really nice with the system all season long, finally in the starting role. But here comes Kincaid Dent on a 1st and 10. He'll go run it for a gain of 11, setting up for a new set of downs here for Ole Miss. Now over midfield, 3rd and 12 for Dent. Out the gun, looking to throw, taking a shot downfield. Hayden is gonna get mossed by Braylon Brown. Braylon Brown's going to pick up 21 yards, keeping this Ole Miss drive alive. Here comes Kentrell Bullock on a counter play. Bullock remaining on his feet will pick up like 9.5, setting up for a 2nd and inches for Ole Miss. Here comes the triple option we ran earlier in this game. Kincaid Dent showing the hops. Oh my goodness, he's going to run for 9 yards. Tennessee yet to stop this Ole Miss rushing attack. Here comes the 2nd and 12. More of the same. They're going to the inside zone. Kentrell Bullock remaining on his feet. My goodness, what a run for Kentrell Bullock. 13 yards to the house. Number 11, Ole Miss goes back up at top. It will be 17-14 with only 2 minutes to go in the half, as Tennessee will get it back after this kickoff. Of course, returning it will be Jalen Hyatt. He's been held silent this entire game. He hasn't had a single catch just yet, but he can still hurt you on this side of the football. Through the special teams realm, oh, they're going to barely trip up Hyatt. If he didn't get tripped, that was a tutty, but still it gets us deep into Ole Miss territory on a 2nd and 3. Manning looking over the top. He's got Anderson Kobe. Kobe down the 5-yard line, sets up for a 1st and goal for Tennessee. But after 2 unsuccessful attempts, it will be a 3rd and goal. Manning off the empty gun, looking to throw, scrambling to his right. Arch has got nowhere to go with the football. Maybe he had Walker Merrill for a second. He'll try running, and it's going nowhere. We're just going to take this one all the way down. We're going to kick a chip shot field goal here with James Norton. He's got it on 4th and goal. So Tennessee will tie this game up. Norton takes a hit on the kick. Where's the roughing the kicker? I don't know, but it'll be 17-17 heading now into the 3rd quarter. We'll take it, man. Could be worse. Could be better, but still, Tennessee and Ole Miss all knotted up. The 2 best teams last year in the SEC will head to the 3rd quarter all tied up. And Ole Miss does start with the football, though. 2nd and 10 for Kincaid Dent, trying to break off something, but he's going to go down. It'll be the 3rd sack of the day for Tennessee. It's Omari Thomas's 2nd, and now 3rd and 15 for the Rebels offense. They're going to a screen. We know where it's going. Yeah, we're all over it. My goodness. Kentrell Bullock's got no shot at the football, and we're going to get the ball back after forcing Ole Miss to punt, and we've got it immediately in the Mississippi territory on a 1st and 10. There's Jalen Hyatt's first catch of the game. It's going to go for 9 yards in a drag route, but nice to see Hyatt finally getting involved in the offense. 2nd and 1, Manning on a play action fake. Got to watch the pressure around the edge. Instead, Manning takes a shot, trying to force it to Jalen Hyatt, but it's going to be picked off by Washington, and Ole Miss gets it right back, but they now face a 3rd and 12. Tennessee's defense can get off the field again, but Dent with a perfect ball to the outside of Jaden Jackson just drops it right in there. It'll be a 1st down for Ole Miss, and a 2nd and 9. Dent trying to run again, going nowhere. The sack leader last year in all college football, Elijah Simmons, going to pick up his 2nd of the season right there, and now it'll be a 3rd and 13 for Dent. Looking on a screen pass, we're all over it. Garland is there, and Kentrell Bullock is going backwards. Tennessee's defense comes up huge again, and our offense will get the ball back now from the 40-yard line. Probably should run the ball more because Like, I know we're a passing offense, but teams have trouble stopping our run game. Like last year at Tylen Evans, we just didn't do it enough, and Jabari Small is very solid too. So here comes a 1st and 10 at Manning, escaping to the outside, trying to throw a crossbody. Somehow it works. I mean, Jalen Hyatt gonna pick up the 1st down, and a gain of 11. He's now got 20 receiving yards on the day after his 2nd catch. Now a 2nd and 5, triple option. Manning gonna pitch. Yes, he will. Anderson Kobe's got it on the pitch, man. He'll pick up 10 yards on the ground right there. Tennessee now down to the Ole Miss 30-yard line on a 2nd and 14. Manning in the gun, looking for a deep shot. Perfectly placed ball to Jimmy Callaway. Callaway for 24 yards, sets up for a 1st and goal. Out the gun, Manning, hand off Jabari Small. He'll pick up touchdown number 2. And Tennessee now goes up by 7, 24-17, with Ole Miss getting the ball back. How will Dent and the Rebels offense respond? Here comes a 3rd and 11. He's in the pocket, and he just dumps it off to Kentrell Bullock. And Bullock's going to drop the football, so Tennessee gets it back again. Ole Miss offense has been stopped now in the 2nd half. Manning going to let one fly. Why not Jimmy Callaway? Oh, he's tripped up. But Callaway's going to pick up 49 yards down to the 5-yard line. Here comes a 2nd and goal for Tennessee. Out the gun, Manning. Hand off Jabari Small. He's got touchdown number 3 of the game. And just like that, Tennessee goes up by 14. Just a minute has elapsed since our first touchdown of the 3rd quarter. And now we're up by 14 points. Here comes Kincaid Dent. Oh, barely getting off to his receiver. And now Brown's got all this open field ahead. Is he going to get in the end zone here? Oh, he's going to be short, though. My goodness, Braylon Brown all the way now down to the 10-yard line, just like that. Ole Miss and Kincaid Dent gonna keep on a read option. Danico Slaughter with a very nice tackle, though, stopping Dent short of the end zone, and we will now head to the 4th quarter with Ole Miss deep into Tennessee territory, but down by 14 points. Tennessee looking good in this SEC Championship Rematch. Here's a 3rd and 2, out the gun. Dent on a handoff. Bullock is gonna be in. He runs over Willis. Kentrell Bullock gets into the end zone. Ole Miss just like that cuts the lead to 7. It's not over yet here in Oxford. It's 31-24. Now Tennessee faces a 3rd and 10. Manning needs to have this. Looking to his right. Good ball. He's got Jalen Hyatt. Whatever you need, Hyatt, he's there. 25 yards for the 1st down. And Tennessee will move to 6 here on a 2nd and 3. We're going triple option. Gonna send Ron Jackson in motion. Manning now looking for the pitch. Going to Jabari Small, and he misses the pitch. I mean, it just gets blocked by an Ole Miss defender. It's Tennessee's 3rd turnover of the game. And Ole Miss is not done yet. Here comes Dent in the offense on a 3rd and 12. He's looking to throw. He just lobs one to Braylon Brown. Brown's short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 9, setting up for a 4th and 3. What does Ole Miss do at 6 minutes to go? They will go for it. Here comes Dent, 2 running backs in the game. Tennessee sends pressure. He goes to his right. He finds the backup running back. It's going to be Zach Bradley. He's the fullback. But Bradley's got his first catch of the game and a 1st down. But now Ole Miss faces another 3rd and long. It's a 3rd and 14 screen pass going to Kentrell Bullock. Can Tennessee swarm him? They will. 4th and 8, another decision for Mississippi. And of course they're going. 4:30 left to go. Dent out the gun. Game on the line. Looking to his right. That ball's incomplete. Tennessee's over it. And they'll get the ball back with 4 minutes to go. All they got to do is burn the clock. 2nd and 9 for Tennessee. Manning looking to throw to his right. He gets it off. Jabari Small at the backfield on the wheel route. Picks up a huge gain right there down to the 40. And with 3:50 left to go, it's now a 2nd and 8 for Tennessee running the veer. Manning's gonna keep. He's trying to go up the middle. He'll only pick up 5 yards, but now a huge 3rd and 4 with 3 minutes to go. If you're Ole Miss now, you gotta think about stopping this clock, using your timeouts. Here comes the 3rd and 4. Manning's gotta get it. Trying to get it off to the backup running back in right. And Jalen Wright's got it. Coming into the game, a huge catch for him. Moves the chains. And now 1st and 10 for Tennessee. Manning's still throwing the football. He checks it down to Jalen Wright one more time. What an impact Wright has had on these 2 last plays. He'll pick up 9 yards now on a 2nd and 1. Jabari Small back in the game. He'll pick up the 1st down on the counter, and I think that should do it. Here from Mississippi, Ole Miss is starting to burn their timeouts. I mean, we just gotta punch it in and this game's over. 1st and 10, Manning pitches it, going to Ron Jackson. Jackson's got the speed. He'll get within the 5-yard line after Jackson's gain of 11. It'll be a 1st and goal for Tennessee. Let's get Jabari Small 4 touchdowns. Why not? Small's in, 4 tutties on the day for Jabari Small. Manning had 0 through the air, but we'll take it. Tennessee's up by 14 points with only 2 minutes to go. Ole Miss gets it back here on a 3rd and 8. Dent in the offense looking to throw. He's being blitzed and down he goes. Tennessee gets yet another sack. And it's a 4th and 15 with only 87 seconds to go. Dent dropping back, throwing on the run. It will fall incomplete, and that will do it. But first, let's get Jabari Small touchdown number 5. Why not? With 20 seconds to go, we'll get it. Some revenge right there from the SEC Championship game last year. Peyton Manning will go now to 25-4 as a head coach for the Tennessee Volunteers. What an outing. Tennessee goes on the road. They take down number 11 Ole Miss 45-24. Before next week's encounter, of course, with the Arkansas Razorbacks. Tennessee will now move up to number 5 in the rankings, officially solidifying themselves as a top 5 team in college football. And we've still got all of this season ahead of us to try to make a run at the SEC Championship and, of course, the Natty as well. And folks, thank you all for watching episode number 31 of the Tennessee Volunteers Dynasty Mode here on NCAA 14. If you have not yet, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Let's try to get 50 likes in this video for Tennessee and Arkansas next week. Thank you all for watching, folks, and Mamba forever.